has to get over it. Like, come on.
Hi guys, welcome to the Mafia Romance Reading Sprints. I feel like I have not had sprints on my channel since the last time we did them, so a very long time. Let me know what you guys are reading. Jen, what are you reading right now?
Yeah, so I started 2 of them because I started one in church. Yeah, I started Wicked Savage in church, which is going to be my Irish one by Lillian Harris. But I need to start the next audiobook. So I have When He Takes by Gabrielle Sands ready to go.
Gabrielle Sands, okay.
Yeah, it's the second half of the duet. Like I read the first half ages ago. And then I waited for the audiobook, and then I waited for the readathon. So that's the one I'm going to listen to, I think, to start that. But
I have not been reading. I didn't read it all yesterday because I was filming and I had a bunch of issues. So I'm about halfway into Throne of Power by Rena Kent, which is like the first. And I just met Nico's namesake. So that made me really happy. So far I'm liking it.
Good.
And it says we have people here. So guys, if you're watching, let me know what you guys are reading.
Yeah. I'm sure it's holding them. That's been happening, and you'll get all of them at once. But it also finally warmed up today. Like I checked the weather to see what to like wear to church because you never know what it's going to be when you get out, and it's going to be 80 today. So I'm like sweating because I'm like,
oh, it was 85 yesterday, and my air conditioner is not working. We're in the middle of getting it replaced. So, and I was filming yesterday, so I have all of my box lights and my computer going. It is just very hot in my house right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Hi, I'm reading a taboo book, The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty by Anne Rice. That is very taboo.
That is the throwback of all, man.
It really is. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm about 20% into Savage Hearts. Loving it so far.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, I'm not reading Mafia, but I'm reading Exposed Ink by Nikki Ash.
That is one that slipped through my fingers. I had an arc for that, but I didn't get to it. So I want to.
I haven't started reading Mafia Romance. I'm currently reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Oh,
it's a good one.
All right.
I'm reading Using Feo?
Yep.
Feo by Victoria Aveline.
Yeah, the next book comes out. Have you read any of those? Did you read Choosing Theo?
No.
Oh, those audios are fantastic. Put those on your list. Stephen Dexter reads those.
Is that Mafia?
No. Those are Alien.
Those okay.
They're the ones that like human women get kidnapped by this alien race that's not having any more females.
Okay.
But they get saved by aliens who aren't into it, but they're like, well, since we have you here, would you like to marry an alien? Could we convince you to marry an alien? Because we need to. That's literally what that series is. But she finally has the next one coming out. It was quite a break. So that was on my list of books this year that didn't have a release date. The other one is Rebecca Quinn. Rebecca Quinn, Victoria Aveline, and Sam Mariano are my authors that they're just leaving us hanging, waiting for their books.
What, they just like announce books and then you never they don't put like a firm date?
Victoria Aveline never gave us the date. She was like, it'll be here. But then she shared the cover back in like September and was like, it's coming. Push. Rebecca Quinn, right? She had a release date for the third book in the Bristlebrook, right? And then it got yanked because she's like, you know what? This is the end of the trilogy. It's not ready. That was supposed to come out last August, which my viewers got me to read the first book of Bristlebrook. And then now I've read both of them, and I read them because the third one was coming out because I was like, I'll wait till the third one. And now I've been waiting for like 8 months.
I hate that. I've got obsessed with Gianna Darling right when that next Fallen Men book was supposed to come out. And then I think that was like 2 years almost.
Yeah. We talked about that last night too. Cause it was just, so anyway, so she pulled the release date for that one. Sam Mariano has just said she's writing the last 3 books in her series all at once so that she can drop them. Cause it's going to be like, did you read the Morellis? Did we talk about them? Did you read those? Listen to, oh my gosh.
Okay. I don't think so.
I don't know that. I don't know if those have audio so that but that's her Mafia series. That like Mateo is like her, like it was like her archetype for untouchable, kind of like that guy,
Okay.
like Mafia. But the first 4 books of those ones are individual, and then the last 3 you have to read that, like they're one love story. The last one is.
Yeah,
And
I don't think she has them out yet because I've read all of her audios and she doesn't have many.
Yeah. I don't know that she will because she self-produces hers mostly. But yeah, that series is wild. And so the Coastal Elite, that's what's going to happen with the last 3 is they are going to be Hannah's love story, which she just posted a picture of, like, these are the vibes. And it was, I was like, oh God, she's going to do what I want. I'm so excited. But anyway, she hasn't given us a date. She's just like, it's just going to happen sometime.
It's going to come at some point. I'm not reading Mafia. I'm reading Warrior Fae by Carolyn Peckman and Susan Valenti, book 4 of Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. I never made it that far in that series. Book 5.
They just go for it.
Starting Painted Scars. That's a great one.
Yes. Kyan's made it through books 1 and 2 already.
They're like perfect for a readathon because they're so short. You can just fly through those.
Oh yeah. And the bingo board is like basically made for you to read those ones. Like not consciously, but you can hit pretty much everything if you read those.
Well, because it's like all of the tropes. So it has like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I'm not reading Mafia, but listening to Dark Matter by Blake Crouch.
Oh, I've seen that one.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Seen that one around.
Finishing Entangled by Her by Anne Jensen, a Rapunzel retelling from Twisted Bad Boys, Mafia Fairy Tale Retellings Anthology.
Ooh, nice.
I'm not sure I can join today since I have to get ready to film my videos. That was me yesterday. Totally feel you. Depends how long you guys are sprinting. I think I'm going to do 2 40-minute sprints. So we'll be here for a while. Love Mateo more.
Yes, Morelli. Yeah.
He's the what?
He's the boss man. Great.
Just starting Brutal Legacy by Mila Kane, 4th Mafia book since the readathon started.
Woo!
People are flying. I'm like, I haven't even finished my 2nd book yet, and I'm like posting like finished where people have the entire like board filled.
I know. It does go quick though. Like that's why I did a max this time because I read the book I finished last night almost filled my board. I've read 3 and like I'm already up to 3 bingos. So like I can only get 1 more anyway, you know. But
I gotta do some serious reading. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm reading Pretty Ugly Promises by C.W. Farnsworth. It's Bratha Secret Baby's second chance, and he's a mafia boss. That is a lot.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think I have Secret Baby on the list.
That's a good one, Lizelle. All right, so I have to get reading done, so we might as well start.
Nice.
Share the screen. All right, so we'll be back in 40 minutes. How did your reading go?
Good. Sucked me right in. Love it.
Yeah, I only have you read Throne of Power? This one?
Okay, so I just had someone ask. I've read the first one, and because that's a duet, right?
Yeah, that's duet.
Literally, like there's Kingdom, Throne, Empire. They confuse me, but
yeah,
I just had someone ask me if I've read the first one, and I DNF'd the second one.
Okay.
But that was long ago. But yeah. So yeah, I've read the first. I've actually read more of her books than I recall. When I just went to look through, someone asked me. It's the Kingdom trilogy I haven't read. Like the one that came like before she did Legacy of the Gods.
Okay.
That, and I've only read 2 of the Empire ones. And I read a few of the Elite ones, and then I read the Primal Play duet that was called like Black Lines, blah blah, Red Line, whatever. So I've read a lot actually.
I'm enjoying it, but it's one of those books where I know it's tropes I don't like, but she's making it fun. So like I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah. I do wonder how I'd feel about them now, but yeah. I don't know. They were just tough, and they were just ones where I was like, I got enough other stuff to read until, God of Malice was making everybody freak out. So then I tiptoed back in, but I just haven't went to the only upper backlist that I've read since I've started these ones is I did read Empire of Hate or whatever, because that's one of my patrons really wanted me to read that. Otherwise,
did you like that one?
Yeah, it was okay. That one's the Billionaire series, so like it's not as like, and that one had, I remember like back when that one was coming out, she had some crazy tropes in that one, but one of them was like a forbidden age gap one, and like it was okay. Like, but it's still her heroes are on the edge of what works for me when they're in a normal situation, let's just say. So in a billionaire situation, I'm like
this guy is he's intense. So yes. we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I started reading my annotated copy from Jen for Crow.
Oh, yeah, she won that one. That one was fun, actually.
Have a great day. Glad I could stop in. Almost done with 70%. Really good. Hi, guys. I love you both. I'm reading Deviant by Elise Sanders.
Ooh.
I'm just over 50% of the way through using Feiho. I really like him.
Yes, Feiho is cool.
Finished fairy tale retelling. Next up, God of Fury. Yay!
Yes.
And I'm 36% into Exposed Ink.
Yay. I hope that you're liking that, Sabrina, because I do want to read that one.
I'm 87% in that I'm going to read Surviving Mateo, but I don't know if I should read Accidental Witness first. I've already read it twice, but I don't remember the small stuff.
Oh, I don't think you need, because if you've read it, Giselle, I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to, girl. That one's so quick, though. I mean, you could, but you can just go into Surviving Mateo. Whatever's pertinent for you to know, she rehashes in that one. So I think it'll be good, girl. I think it'll be good.
Which series is that?
That's the Morelli family we were talking about.
Got it.
We were talking about it. Yeah, the first one's Accidental Witness in that one. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to read after this. Did you read? You've read Sinners Anonymous, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't read that?
No, that's been on TBRs forever. I feel bad. I haven't got to it, but
I think I had it on my TBR for the last Mafia Romance Readathon, and I didn't get to it then either. So
yeah, I just never did. It's a bummer.
And I don't think I've read that author. I think it's like Soam Sketcher or something.
Yeah. People love those ones. Those ones and the like Dare Me, Make Me, those ones. Like I've read the first 3 of those, I think. That's by who does those ones? The Make Me, Dare Me, Hate Me, Love Me, like those ones.
I can picture the cover. I just can't.
Well, she's just getting the covers redone by the cover artist of Bourbon and Lies. And like, I really want them now. Like, Whiskey Ginger is her name. Oh God, I love her covers. Just like, I just want to eat them. They're so beautiful.
Those
Like,
finally came out via audio. I own them because the
Yeah.
covers were gorgeous. And I was like, I need these, but I haven't actually listened to the books yet.
Yeah. I think just the first one is out because I'm on her ALC team. And like, I've read that one twice and then I listened to it too, which was.
The audio is good. I have it. I just haven't listened yet.
Yeah, it's duet too. So
I love duet narration.
So good.
I'm 39% into The Finish Line by Kate Stewart. Really loving that series. That is one of my favorites. I actually just talked about that in a video yesterday. It's been quite a while since I've read it, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so hard to read backlist stuff outside of the readathon for me because there's always new ones coming out. So that's kind of my issue is I get behind on those ones. And then it's like too late.
Did you read Devil in Dublin? There's a second book. Did you read either of those?
Yeah, I didn't. I do have an audiobook for Devil in Dublin though.
It's really good. I loved that one.
Yeah, my issue is I don't care for that author. I have a bad taste in my mouth for her. So I'm waiting until I don't care anymore. So like I have the audio. I was scarred by the sex life thing that she did. That was made into a series and like I hate it so bad.
So you're just like now.
Yeah, like I know it shouldn't matter, but there's things. But I have the audio and I've heard really good things. So someday what I do is I'm just like, you know what? Don't think about it, just hit play. And then if it catches me, then I'm like, it doesn't matter,
It's like a very whimsical mafia romance. And I feel like we don't get those very often. So I like it.
Yeah. I want to give it a go sometime. I'm not closed-minded. I just have to lose that's how I feel about Cora Riley these days. Like I feel that way about her now. Like this is everyone like, I'm not interested in her new books now, and I don't have any animosity, but I also just don't want to, and you can't make yourself, because then when you start reading it, you pick the shit apart. Right. And that is not my purpose of reading. I am not there to be overly critical, but if I go in with the wrong attitude to a book, it's a rough ride. And I'm 32. I don't got time for that shit. I don't want to be judging it like that, Anyway, that's my feeling. I don't read books ever. So if I'm not in the right mood for it, I don't play that anymore. I'm too old.
I don't think the only book that I knew I didn't like, but I continued was 1,000 Boy Kisses. I think that's the only book I've read, but there's a very specific reason for that. And I'm sure you know it if you've read it. If anyone's read the book.
Mm-hmm. There was a time, there was a few back in the day of Romance BookTube where it was fun to be reading it at the same time and then kind of not roasting in a mean way, but we would, we'd read the funny ones where I'm like, why am I reading this? This isn't worth it, right? But you did it for your friends. And now between the load of books I'm very excited to read, if I'm picking up a book that I'm I want nothing more than to put it down, why? Who does that? Anyway, the people who do it for content, I'm you're doing it for content. I respect it, pay the bills, but also my mind space doesn't have room. Anyway, I'm ranting. I'm sorry, Jess. Shut me up about this.
Hey, you're all good. Sorry, Ruth. I didn't read your comment. I love Sinners Anonymous series. I feel like I've been waiting years for the 4th in this series. I didn't realize that series was still going on. I thought it was just a trilogy and it was over.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy. There's been so many special editions of it, right? I think it was over.
Yeah, I have the Mystic Box version. So I just assumed we were done.
Yeah.
I stopped reading Cora Riley after I hated the last 2 books in the Kimura Chronicles.
Oh yeah. That's it, babe. That's it.
Who were the last 2? I don't remember.
The 2 youngest brothers.
I never read those.
Yeah, there's Twisted Hearts and then Twisted whatever the last one is, and they were absolute shit. I don't know anyone who those are their favorite. If you watching this, it's your favorite. Okay. But There's a reason why, like, in my stack, I have no interest in having those, but like I literally like sold them because I was like, don't need them. And when they changed the covers, I was like, here, I can make some money off of these because I don't want them anymore.
I'm 75% in Devil from Moscow. It's not what I expected, but I'm still loving it.
Yes. Yeah, that one was good. That was my first book.
And Savio was the worst.
Savio and Alessia, that's how it is. Yes, yes. So true.
All right. Well, I was just getting to them consummating their marriage, and I really want to do that. So,
yes, girl.
if you are ready for the next sprint, yep. I will set it up.
Sounds good.
All right. See you in 40. Welcome back.
Hello.
I have 3 chapters left, and then I am done. So at least I have 2 books read.
Nice. I mean, that's why it's fun that we did 10 days this time. So, yeah, I think 10 days is good. I used to like a quick weekend, but, you know, it's nice to have more than just a couple days because often, you know, you lose most of Friday if you're working. And then Saturday is when a lot of people do their filming if you're whatever. And then it's Sunday and we end it. So, I like 10 days. So.
I feel like last year too, I was like trying to read as much as possible, and it was tight fitting all that in there.
Well, and you were sick.
That was the romance readathon. I was dead for that.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you were sick for one, and I was like, girl, that's not your fault.
Oh yeah, no. I was hospitalized for that one.
Yeah, that was awful.
That's so bad.
Wasn't one of them your husband in the ER too?
That was the Mafia one.
Okay.
But I was fine.
I was like, I was like, you were reading, but you were like, I'm in the ER reading
I
this
was like,
or something.
I
Okay.
need to work.
Wow, just unlucky, man. Maybe you should start saying no to me when I ask you to do
Well,
it.
I did for the fanfic. I was like, nope, something bad happens every time. I need not anything right now.
Yeah. Savio.
I actively hate Savio. I've never had such a visceral reaction towards a character. Okay.
Mm. Well, because you read through Twisted Pride, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't continue.
I didn't continue after that.
Okay. Good girl. Good woman.
I stopped after that. I'm halfway through God of Ruin, but I really just want to get to God of Fury.
That's right.
God of Ruin's a good one too, though. I like God of Ruin.
Mm-hmm. It surprises people. Pretty much everyone's like, I hate this. I hate him so much. And I was like, just wait. It
gets better.
It does. He needs to sit down. Hey, girl.
Sorry, I'm late. Welcome, Jess. Welcome, Sam. Hi, Kyan. Hi, I'm late too, but I'm reading Matriarch by Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, and I'm loving it. I have been watching Blue Ivy dancing. Like, that's all my TikTok is Blue Ivy just killing it.
That's awesome.
Hey, gotta say, not doing great with the Mafia Readathon. It's all good.
You got a whole nother week. We were just saying it. We got 7 days to go now. 7 days to go.
I'm 75 in, and it's fun. Oh, Jess, I'm sick for this one. Not in the hospital, but sick enough to stay home from work. No, I'm sorry, Monica.
Well, hopefully you enjoy whatever books you read then. So
I can't listen to audiobooks when I'm sick. I don't know what it is, but for some reason my mind just cannot focus.
Oh,
I know. It's like you would think that's like the best time period.
Girl, I don't think that's wrong though, because that also happened to me. That also happened to me the last time, like when my back was really bad.
Yeah.
Which I know is not the same as like sick, but I was like, well, I have no reason to move. Let me sit and do this. I still got behind on everything because I just was like, I don't know. I was finding other things to occupy my mind because I was so miserable.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was like I didn't want to mix reading with being miserable. That's what it was. Like I don't want the memories of, because a lot of times when I reread a book, I'll remember what I was doing when I read it the first time.
Yep.
And I don't know, like maybe that's just a weird thing, but there are books I'll pick up years later and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I was sitting in the car when we went to Christmas and I read this book. And I don't know if there's one where I read when my back hurt. I probably would have bad memories.
I don't think I own it. There's a Mafia romance series. I think the author was actually canceled. So probably a good thing that I have a bad experience with this series. I remember that I was so sick. And every time I think of that series, I just think of like having a horrible stomach ache. So that series is ruined for me. Luckily, no one talks about it anymore. So we're good.
There you go. You know, could be worse.
Hello. All right. Well, that is all I had for sprints because I have a Patreon event coming up in a couple of hours. But when is the next sprints going on?
Yeah, tomorrow, same time, my time. So 1 p.m. Helen will be hosting. So Helen will be done with her work trip she had. So she'll be hosting 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time, I believe is what it is. So Helen's
okay. I might actually try to get to that because I don't have anything tomorrow afternoon. So I will be there.
I'm excited. It'll be fun. I've only spoken to Helen once on a live show because we're so like off times.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about it.
Oh, this is Helen's first live. All right. So everyone join for Helen's first live. And thank you guys so much for joining. And I hope you guys are reading amazing Mafia. So bye.
Bye.